This is a story about keeping promises and discovering a better way for businesses to keep them. We know how keeping promises is good for business. It makes customers happy, and happy customers make businesses happy. And round it goes. So we pulled together a bunch of other things we know about computers, storing things, losing things, even trees. And using all of that, we built a company, which we named VDocs. Then, VDocs set out to find a better way for businesses to keep promises. Of course, the promises businesses make are in the form of contracts. So contracts are where we focused our talents, which led us to invent the contract of the future. But before we tell you about the future, come with us on a quick trip to the past. It's Hollywood's golden era, and legendary movie mogul Samuel Goldwyn is about to make contract history with this pearl of wisdom.
A verbal contract isn't worth the paper it's written on.
Sam had a way with words, and he had a way with contracts.
I'll give you a definite maybe.
Okay, fast forward. We're here in the present again, and now it's our turn to impart new wisdom. The paper a contract is written on is the problem, and that's what led us to perfecting paperless contracts. They make it a whole lot easier to keep promises. Watch, and you'll see why people who use VDocs paperless contracts, the companies that write them, and their customers who sign them, love them. 1, for the positive experience they provide, and 2, for the positive effect on business they deliver. Let's begin with the feeling of liberation your customers will experience. Freedom from paper frees them from paperwork. Rather than having to keep and file, or more likely lose their copy of the contract, they receive it from you as a PDF document via email. That way, it remains safe, sound, and accessible to them. Or, even if it's misplaced, they can always get another copy from you because you have it right at your fingertips. And instead of feeling confusion or even frustration, you'll have your customers feeling,
"Cool, here's my signed contract attached to this email."
And since you can also keep in touch with your customers via email,
"Wow, this special offer is great."
Fewer misunderstandings, more positive outcomes, happiness all around. Your customers won't be alone either in having an easier time. The environment also appreciates paperless contracts. Zero paper is good news for trees. No transporting paper means less fuel is consumed and cleaner air. Soon, there are fewer document-filled warehouses needed, which leaves more room for all those trees you'll be saving. And there's the positive effect on your business. Let's talk about efficiency. One reason so many contracts aren't worth the paper they're written on is that it's hard to get your hands on a paper contract when you need it. Not only can you outright lose paper contracts, the process of not losing them is almost as bad, since they have to be filed, retrieved, and refiled, usually off-site. In contrast, VDocs paperless contracts are stored on secure servers and are accessed instantly, anytime, by anyone in your organization who's authorized to see them. And that brings us to the subject of savings. Paper, storage boxes, trucking, warehouse space, filing and unfiling. Going paperless saves all these costs, let alone the cost of customers made unhappy with delays or charges relating to your costs. The cost of writing contracts goes down too, because they're filled out and even signed electronically, which makes the whole process faster and which radically reduces any chances of error or fraud. Speaking of which, security improves dramatically too. That might surprise you, since paper you can hold in your hands might seem more secure than a bunch of electrons swirling through cyberspace. These electrons, though, swirl with a crack team of ninja bodyguards 24/7 in the form of leading-edge encryption, password protection, multiple redundancy, the same kind of security internet banking comes with. So, you can rest assured that your contracts are always in good hands. You can always get your hands on them, and they don't fall into the wrong hands. Dependable, secure, proven. VDocs paperless contracts are here. They work every day, processing millions of contracts. Now, you can make contract history where you work by making paper contracts history and going paperless. It all adds up to keeping promises, keeping customers, and keeping your business edge. Ready to take the next step and get started? This, by the way, is easy too. It comes complete with product evaluations, training, and all the advice needed to get set up. Just call us or visit our website and we'll get in touch. We promise